Ever had that itch to start a blog, but then you look at the clock and think, no way, I just don't have the time? Well, today we are going to change that. Together, we're going to create a simple, effective blog post from the ground up using ChatGPT. And believe me, we're going to do it fast.
So if you're like me and you love a tutorial that just gets straight to the good stuff, you are in the perfect spot. We're all about quick guides that you can actually use, so stick around and see just how easy this is going to be.
Okay, let's just dive right in. The whole process from start to finish, it all comes down to 4 super simple steps. Picking an idea, making an outline, writing the draft, and then getting it ready to publish. We're going to keep it short, simple, and seriously useful. All right, let's start the clock. We are aiming for a solid first draft in about 10 minutes flat. Now remember, the goal here isn't perfection, it's progress. We're creating a foundation that you can build on later.
First things first, you need a topic. And here's the secret to doing this fast. You've got to keep it super narrow and focused. Don't try to write about everything all at once. Just pick one single, clear idea.
And you don't need some crazy complicated prompt. Something simple and direct like this works best. Just tell ChatGPT who you're writing for and what your blog is generally about. It'll spit out a list of ideas, and you just have to pick the one that feels the clearest to you.
All right, topic, check. Now, the next step is absolutely crucial, getting an outline. You really only need a simple 3 or 4 point outline. This gives your blog post a backbone, a solid structure, and it tells the AI exactly what to write about.
This is where a smart prompt really pays off and saves you a ton of time. By asking for an outline that uses SEO best practices, you're basically telling the AI to build a post that's already set up to be found on Google. Now we get to the fun part, actually writing the thing. Here's a pro tip. Don't ask for the entire article all at once. Instead, have ChatGPT write each section from your outline, one by one. It gives you way more control and keeps the writing really focused. So to do that, you're going to prompt the AI for each little piece of your outline, one by one. Tell it the tone you want, the format you want, like asking for short paragraphs that are easy to scan. It just makes the final blog post so much easier for people to actually read. We are so close. The main text is written, so now it's time for those all-important finishing touches. This is all about generating a killer title, a meta description for search engines, and of course, doing one final proofread. See, a prompt like this, it's perfect for getting a short, catchy title that's also great for SEO. You can do the exact same thing for a meta description. And for proofreading, just copy and paste your text back into ChatGPT and ask it to check for spelling and tone. Easy. Okay, let's hit pause on the timer for just a minute. We need a quick reality check, because using AI to create stuff is, well, it's awesome, but it's not a magic wand, right? There are a few really important things you've got to keep in mind.
And this is really the bottom line. Google doesn't care if a robot wrote your article. What it cares about is quality. The content has to be helpful, it has to be reliable, and it needs to show some real-world experience.
That's where you, the human, are the secret ingredient. AI is great, but it often gives you surface-level stuff. It's your job to add that human element that Google's looking for with its EEAT principles. That's experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Your unique stories. That's what makes content great.
Yeah, if you look online, people are kind of all over the place on this. A lot of people love AI for its speed, for helping them get over writer's block, but others, they're worried it's just creating generic, soulless content that's polluting the internet. The real trick is finding that healthy balance.
And you got to be smart about the practical side of things too. AI models can sometimes just make stuff up. They're called hallucinations, facts that sound real but aren't. They can also have hidden biases from their training data. So always fact check your draft and be open about using AI when you should be. So, how do we actually do this the right way? How do you get all that amazing speed from AI without giving up on quality and, being a responsible creator? Well, it really just comes down to a few best practices.
It all starts with a killer prompt, just like we've been doing. Then, it's all about you editing for quality, weaving in your keywords naturally, and, this is the big one, adding your own human expertise.
This right here is the biggest takeaway. Think of AI as your new super smart intern or your co-writer. It's there to help, not to take over. You take its first draft, and then you inject your personality, your stories, and your unique point of view into it. That human touch is what makes it valuable. And there you have it. That's really the blueprint for using AI the right way. If this guide was helpful, make sure you subscribe. We've got a lot more explainers coming on how to use these new tools to work smarter, not harder.
So I guess I'll leave you with this thought. As you start playing with these powerful new technologies, are you going to see them as a tool to make your own creativity even better, or is it going to be a temptation to just take shortcuts? The choice and the quality of your work is always going to be yours. Thanks for watching.